Hello, welcome to Blueprints. I played the demo for this back in June of last year, and as of time of recording, the full game came out yesterday. I was going back and forth about whether we were going to play it on stream, about whether I was going to get it, but it turns out it's on Game Pass, so I'm able to stream it pretty easily because I have a week of free Game Pass. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet. So we're just gonna get started because I know it starts with a cutscene. But before we do, if this is your first time seeing me, hello, my name is Lara. I like puzzle and detective games, but recently I've branched out and just started playing all sorts of games. I don't know whether this is going to be a first look kind of video where we're just going to play the first couple of hours of the game to see if we like it, or if I'm going to make this a series. I guess I'll decide at the end of stream. But I'm just gonna get started, let you guys watch the cutscene, and then get into it. So like I said, I played a little bit, so I will know some things, but enjoy!
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
There you go, that was the intro. So, this is us. I'm the grandnephew. It is gonna tell you, in this note. This is the instructions for the game. So I won't bother, but if there's anything it doesn't cover, I'll, open only in the event of my death, and he's even put a little post stamp on it. That's cute, I like that. Simon, that's us. Welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. I think We're still a child. It looks like it. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. 1. No rules or items may be brought into the estate from outside. 2. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. And 3. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the success of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. And the first time I played this, I didn't pick this up for ages because I didn't realize this was something useful. Mount Holly Blueprint. It's like the name of the game. Serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access it by pressing tab. I'll read all of this stuff and then I'll tell you what's going on. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 foot. Not literally, but this is our stamina, basically. When you no longer have any feet left, you'll be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. So, how this game works, as I'm sure it's probably going to tell me when I start doing it, is we go to a door and it will give us 3 choices of rooms to put behind that door. We are trying to get to, I think we're trying to get to the antechamber. But as we go, we will pick up keys, we will pick up money, we'll pick up gems, and then certain rooms will only open if you have the keys or the gems or the money. You remember this now? Yeah, cool. There are also other things, like sometimes you'll come across a locked door, and then so you have to wait till you get the security office, and then the security office will open all of the locked doors, that kind of thing. So it's very much a strategy game. I don't know how many days we have. We're on day 1. I know in the demo you had a set amount of days, like 10 days or something. And then the demo would end. But obviously you also probably couldn't get to the end of the game in that time anyway. So we're just gonna kind of see how we do. Said during the intro. Well, how many days? Yeah, I probably did, and I just didn't take it in. So I'm gonna go this way first, because we can't... Yeah, we'll just kind of see what we're given. So... None of these cost anything, which is good, because we only just started. If I put a closet there, then that's okay, because we're only missing out on 1 space. 30? Yeah, that makes sense. Hi, Danny, thank you for the biddies. It's okay, we'll all do it together, hold on. Hallway is fine. I know it doesn't really show, but there's another square here. So if I did a closet, I'd be losing out on this space. But that doesn't necessarily matter because we're trying to go this way. But bedrooms are a good shout, but I don't know if we should put it so close to the entrance hall. Because if we could make a bedroom up here somewhere, we can come back to it to regain steps. But if we put it down here, we have to go all the way down to the entrance and come back up. Someone knocked on my door, so I got no clue what we're doing, but I'll quietly watch what we do. Don't worry, we literally just started. We're trying to find the elusive 46th room of this mansion. But I think the first goal is to try and get to the antechamber. Presumably. I think I'm going to go for the closet. So we get 2 items, and we're early on in the run. So... We've got us 2 keys. And those are my 2 items. Oh, that specific key, okay. Unlocking a door with a silver key leads to a room with many doors. Okay. Also, the audio slider for this game is a single slider. So there's no separate things. So if it's a bit too quiet, sorry, I can always try and fix that. So, hold on. I need to turn this to VSync, I think, because it's starting to... The screen is starting to tear. Maybe a little bit louder. Okay. Let's try the other side. Room of many doors sounds something like a D&D dungeon. You're not wrong. Okay. We could get a pantry, which will give us some money. Or a storeroom, which gives us a key, a diamond, and some money. I think that's worth doing for now. And I guess we just have to hope that that doesn't just give us one door rooms. There's something you can do later where you can, like, buy upgrades if you get this store. So I know you can't see what currency I have because it's behind my head. Would you rather be able to see how many steps I have left or how many items I have? Because I can move the camera to the other side, but you won't be able to see both. What's more important to you, chat? Okay, here we go. Corridor, spare room. We don't want the guest bedroom because that will block us from going any further. So I think I'm going to go for the corridor for this one. World peace, pretty important. I don't think either of my options were world peace. Okay, so now we start to get into important stuff. Do we pick the parlor? Then what if I'm down at the bottom left? Then I'll cover the map. I think it's probably better I'm on this side, actually, because at some point I'll start covering the map. What if I'm on that side? I could go down there. But I don't like being on the bottom. I think it looks weird. And it annoys me when it comes to editing. I think I'm going to do the parlor, and we're going to do a puzzle. Though I was kind of hoping for more doors, so I kind of feel like I've scuppered myself here. Seeing steps is more useful for chat. Okay, I think I agree with that. So, we are in a puzzle room. Now, I have... this is the same... This looks the same as the puzzle that I did in the demo. But just in case you weren't here, we'll go through it. And it's probably going to be slightly different anyway. Wind up key. Maybe drop yourself down just a little. Okay, you know what? I could do that. There we go. Cool. And chat is underneath camera anyway, so it's fine if... I might just crop it a smidgen more just in case. There we go. How's that? That look better? Now it looks annoying because I'm not lined up with the items, but we're just going to have to do it. Just tell us what items you think you have, I think. I was only for about 20 minutes of the demo. I don't know how important either of them are for us. Fair enough. Here we go. Much better. Now we can see all of them. Smart. Smart hit people guy. That's why you've got the contraband soap. That's why you're in charge of that. Dear Herbert, it was a great honour receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldmans this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit has lost its charms. I have no delusions my company is rival to hers. I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlour game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colours. You had pressed me to write the particulars of this game, when I found the time, and I've included with this letter all the details you will need to show the guests you should be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false elements. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. So, remember that. Three rules. At least one always lies, at least one always tells the truth, and there's only one prize. So, we'll look at the boxes, okay? The statement on the white box is true. There's a second wind-up key in this room. The box and the white box. This box and the white box are both empty. Okay, we gotta do a logic puzzle here. I wasn't expecting this one to say that, so that's why it's thrown me off a little bit. Okay. Statement on the white box is true. That makes 2 of them telling the truth. Which could be the case, and then this is a lie. If this is telling the truth, and they're both empty, and this has got the prize in it, then that's a lie as well. Well, I guess if we find a second wind-up key, that'll tell us whether it's lying or not, right? Plus, I don't use steps unless I leave the room, so I can take as long as I want in each room, and the day won't progress. But I don't know where a second wind-up key would be. Because I don't really have that many interaction options, you know? That's Herbert, by the way. That's the dude. So when I played this before, it was things like, this box has a lie, the red box has a lie, like that. So it was pretty easy to work out which one was lying, but now I'm a bit confused that this wind-up key has really thrown me off, and my coffee hasn't kicked in. Can you open drawers or cupboards? I cannot. I can't click on anything. The only time I can click on something is if my little hand icon comes up. Or this. I know this puzzle, but it's different from the last time I saw it. I will also tell you a secret. I showed somebody else the demo for this game, not on stream, and they also got this room, and it was different again. So, it's random, obviously, but I don't think there's another wind-up key. I also can't crouch, so I can't, like, look under stuff. Hippoguy. Hippoguy. Yeah, definitely procedurally generated. It's definitely randomized, especially with the rooms. Like oh my god, which rooms you get is randomized, and then I think the actual rooms themselves are also randomized in terms of like where things are. Because sometimes when you go in a room and it says it's got coins, they won't always be in the same place in the room. But it's really cool because you have to strategize, like, well, I can't use my key now because what if I need a key? Because the higher up in the house you go towards the antechamber, the further into the house you go, I should say, because you're not going up floors, the more expensive the rooms start becoming. So you really need to save up your money and, like, keys and gems and stuff. But we're only on day 1, and when I leave at the end of day 1, it gets reset. So we start again. And I don't think I keep my keys and gems and money, so it all just starts again. Do that, it's kind of... Whoop, Jesus Christ, I almost fell off my chair. Makes of 2D and 3D for assets, they almost look TD when you're not moving. Yeah, very, cel-shaded. Borderlandsy. I know that's not the only game that's cel-shaded, but it's the one everyone thinks of, isn't it? I don't think there's another wind-up key. No, I don't think it's possible to beat it in one day. Unless you get really insanely lucky. But again, it's only just come out, the full version. The demo was very... It had a limited amount of days, but it also had... It's made a point of saying that it had less stuff than normal, so there's, like, less choice of rooms and stuff. And you could have the same gate time, and each day could be a different puzzle inside. Exactly. So we could have the exact same string of rooms, and they'd still be different. But I think... this is a lie. Which means that's a lie. Which means that one is the one that tells the truth. Which means that the stuff is in the blue one. Do we think you agree? And do I have to explain? I'll explain it more. So I don't think there's a second wind-up key because I haven't been able to find one. Which means this statement is false. Don't think about it, don't think about it. This statement is false, which means this box is fake, is lying. Which also means this box is lying, because that statement has to be false. Which means the black box is the only one telling the truth. Oh, that's true. That's a good point. Which means this box and the white box are empty is a true statement, which means the blue box is the only one with anything in it. I think. I was right that sentence and it got confused. I think I knew what you meant, though. I'm going to open the blue box. I only get one chance, I think. Yes! Booyah! So now we have 3 gems, but we only have 1 door. So what we really want behind this door is something with multiple door options, because we've locked out most of this area, unless we double back on ourselves. And I think at the moment it's probably a good idea to just try and make as many rooms as we can. But you'll see there's a lot of strategy to it, which is why when someone in chat asked, I think it was Sick Inside, said, is this a puzzle game? I was like, yes, but it's also a strategy game, more than a puzzle game, in my eyes. Because you gotta be really careful with what rooms you're unlocking. Anyway. So, ooh, okay, we have two that have multiple, but this one's a bit pointless because that would lead. Oh no, there isn't. There's another space here actually. So, I think this one might be the best option because this one gives us two other doors, but we lose money every time we go into it, and I don't want to be doing that. So I think the den. Yeah, this is what I said to my friend and I who were playing it when I was showing them the demo. I was like, this is a really cool idea for a board game, and I would be very surprised if it isn't a board game. And you would just draw from a pile. But later on, you'll see it would get more confusing because like for example, there's like an upgrade you can get where all of the red rooms like cost less or give you a certain thing. So you see how this one's outlined in red? That's something that comes up. So I don't know how there would be a way to sort that out as a board game, but it would start to get a bit more confusing. Sketch has a board game called Bard Song, which is a game where you build the maps as you go. Yeah, I like ones like that. Anyway, also I did my eye makeup, my eyeshadow blue to match this game, but I don't think I suit blue eyeshadow, so I keep catching myself at the corner of my eye and being like, why are my eyes blue? Anyway, we're gonna go through with the den, because we'll get a gem and we have two door options. Where is the gem? That's the question. There it is. Ding. So, if I go through this door, we're going back on ourselves, but I think we have enough steps that that's okay. If I go through that door, we're going further into the building. But I think we could probably buy, because we've got all of this unexplored space that could give us stuff, but bearing in mind every time you go into a room, you use one of your walking doohickeys. We have 43 right now. See? Notice how much energy you have left for exploring. Each time you enter a room, you will lose one. When you no longer have any, you have to call it a day. I have a silver key. If I click it, what does it do? Just tell me about it. Okay. I don't know if I have the option to use my silver key. No, I think I must find a specific door or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're gonna go this way. Ah, see, this is where we start getting paid rooms. So I need to have 2 gems to go in this room, and I will use those up. Or I could build a nook, and then I could get another key. Passageway wouldn't be useful because I've already done 2 of those rooms anyway, so I think a nook is where we're gonna go. There's a key. Look, they're all really nicely modeled. There's artwork and stuff. Like, lots of interesting things. Oh, hello. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. Actually, I'm going to use my notebook, not just a scrap of paper, because if we keep playing this on other days, which we might do, I'm going to need to have notes to refer back to. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. You're right, I should hydrate too. Hold on. This is my page of notes for Contraband Police. At some point I'm going to have to get a new notebook. Oh no. Why is beside weird? What? 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 Okay. Blue prints. Pause. Having played the demo, something came up about some artwork, I think. There was something about artwork in a later room. So I might need to keep track of artwork that I've seen. Can't even use any hint coins because no guides will exist. Well, there'll be guides for things in the demo, but they might have changed a lot of it since then. But you're right. This is the problem with playing things day 1. I should say day 2. This came out yesterday. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Sorry. Statement on this screen besides in a different font. Provide an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Also, that looks like it's in italics, but that isn't. And that makes me think that that's important. Maybe it's saying there's something beside this note. I mean, I don't know if I'm right, but I seem to remember some kind of thing about the different paintings I'd gone by being important. But it's also possible that that was a different game, because I play a lot of puzzle games and sometimes I get them mixed up. And then this one's got a bathtub. So I've drawn a little bat and I've drawn a little bathtub. So if they're important, we'll know. So I'm gonna go out this door. Pantry could be useful. But bedroom, the door's on this side. I know you can't actually see there, but the door is on the right side, so there's another door through, which wouldn't be very useful because that just leads us back to the start. And also, it says you gain 2 steps when you go into the bedroom, but you also still lose 1, so you basically only end up with a plus of 1. So if you make your point to go out of your way to get that extra step, you're just going to end up using it. Do you see what I mean? So it's not going to be worth it. I think I'm going to go for the pantry, because that leads us the way we want to go anyway. And it gives us some money on the way. And a banana! Oh, sweet, that gives us more steps. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday. As you've just been informed, we may have an extra guest exploring the house. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, so please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. My money now! But that means that there's more fruit kicking about for me to pick up somewhere. Guessing a B-side. Ooh, that's smart. No, I can't go back and look at the note. Oh, look! More art. I don't know if this is important, or I'm going to be wasting paper space here. Yeah, I think it's going to be in other rooms. So, dining room. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Rank 8 is when I'm up here. Like, so this is rank 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 blah. When I get to rank 8, that would be when the dining room would give me a meal. And a meal would give me more steps. So I have to... You see, there's a lot of strategy in this, but I think I'm going to go for the chapel, because that keeps me going forward and gives me options for doors. Even though I'm going to lose money when I go in there. I love how the sound got deadened when I came in here. Also, this happens when there's a door to a wall. There's no way I can go in there, because it's just a wall on the other side. Is that a chef? Farmer. An equestrian. A chimney sweep? I'm actually not sure what that's supposed to be. A maid. Queen. Very interesting. Farmer or gardener? Well, I think that's a farmer. Isn't it beautiful in here? There's a chess piece. The thing is, I don't know what's important. Let's see what we've got. Ooh. Now, here's the thing. Both the utility closet and the guest bedroom seem very useful. But if I go back to the den and I can't, and then I don't get a good room here, I'm screwed for the day, because I've only got 2 doors that are currently open. So I think I have to go for the spare room because I don't want to end up going through... Oh, but I really like both of these. Chat, what do I do? What do you want me to do? I'll give you the pros and cons. The breaker box is related to some doors later, I think, because you have to make sure there's power to certain places, but it would mean I'd have to double back on myself in order to turn it on or off depending on what I need. The guest bedroom's obvious. It gives me 10 extra steps anytime I go in it. Well, you take 4 steps and minus a coin going back. That's a good point. So I should do the spare room so I can keep going forward. I think that's a good idea. Okay. I think you make a good point, even if other people had other things to say. I think we're gonna go for spare room. Even though it's boring and there's nothing in here. And it's not even been painted yet. But look, I can see the outside. Whoop. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, hopefully we can get some more steps. To be fair, we haven't... I'm gonna jinx this now, but we haven't had that many rooms that I have to use these for. Other than the chapel. So... But as we go higher... There we go. Door is locked. I can use a key, or I can use my silver key, which will give me multiple exits. Good day! If this would happen again, it will be a tragedy. True. Welcome in. Do you know this game? Also, how do I say your name? RD? I'm trying to read it in leet. I can't make my brain make it a word. So yeah, I could use a normal key, which I have 3 of, or I could use a special key and it would give me multiple exits. I'm gonna save the special key, because I do still have a door. Raccoon. Ooh. Raccoon. I will try and remember that. Right. I'm gonna use a normal key. Right. We can make the observatory. The bedroom, which would give us an extra step anytime we went through it. I'm not making the lavatory, because that feels like that's a silly dead end. Right. So, observatory or bedroom. Observatory gives us one of these. I don't actually know what these do. Because even in the demo, I found the observatory. And I didn't figure out what to do with the star things. So I don't really understand what that's for. But I think we should maybe go for the bedroom. So, this game, this is Blueprints. I am a child who has been gifted my great-grandfather's... Maybe just grandfather. No, I think it is great-grandfather's fancy big mansion if I can find the hidden 46th room. And every time you go through a door, you get to pick what room you're going into. So this is the map so far. And we got a great uncle. You're right, he's the great nephew, isn't he? That they did say that, and I just forgot immediately. Chat's like, come on, God, it's basics. So you get to pick the rooms that it spawns, basically, and then you collect, like, items, and every day when you leave the building... No, every day when you have to call it a day, which is either when you run out of steps, or when you can't go any further because you've got no more doors to open, the whole place resets and you start again. But I think you maybe get to keep some things. I pertain nothing else, but that's about what we're doing here. I'm going to pick the bedroom, because the observatory, I don't know what the use of that is yet. So I'm going to pick the bedroom, and hopefully the observatory comes back up again. So there we go. We had a little nap. Ooh! And we got an extra key, which it didn't tell me we were going to get. Some of this, I'm like, how much of this is important stuff to remember? Like, I keep seeing chess pieces, and how much is it just them reusing models? Can't we just stay the night? No, that's against the rules. Greetings from Reddington. It also told me to make notes about everything. Well, not everything, but it told me to make notes, and I don't want to have to come back and waste my steps because I've forgotten to write something down, so I'm trying to write down anything that seems important. There's an art above the bed of a campsite. There's a tag with a 10 on it. That could be important. Another one? I'm gonna use a normal key again. It might be haunted or whatever, but the ghost might be friendly. Well, there's supposed to be staff, apparently. Okay, we have a guest bedroom, which is a dead end, a lavatory, which is a dead end, or a hallway. So I think it's a bit of an obvious option. We're going for hallway. How quickly the rooms appear behind the doors is really impressive. Like, how quickly the game loads it. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Great thing about doing this on stream is, in theory, I could go back and watch it if I forgot things. I can't watch it. I can't rewatch it live. Another cart and a chart. A chart and a cart. Oh my god, wait, hold on. In this hallway, there's a chart and a cart, which is a difference of an H. In the first room where I noticed the art, which was the nook, there was a bat and a bath. And in the bedroom? No. I don't remember what room it was, but there was art of a cart and a car. I've never seen a ghost. What room was that? That I saw the artwork of the cart and the car. Was it in the pantry? I don't know if this is important. But I think I've got a... Something's going on. Something's going on with this. Like, why would there be a chart and a cart unless that was important? Now, do I go down back the way I came, or do I open up this room? I think we go this way. Okay. I think the drawing room's the best option here. But I only get benefit from it once. I just don't want to risk running out of doors. Because if I... Okay, so I'm going to talk you through what we're doing. You can't back out. See? Once you've drawn floor plans, you must select one. So I can't come back. And even if I could, it'd probably randomize it. So the guest bedroom would be very good, but it means that I only have one doorway to go through, and it's this one. So if I only get dead ends, that's the end of the day. The drawing room is good because it gives me another door, and it means when I'm in that room, I can randomize the rooms again, but I only get to use that the one time I'm in that room because I only have one open door from this room. So that doesn't really feel that great. This, however, even though it would lock me into only having one open door, every time I draft a bedroom, I immediately gain 5 steps. I don't have to go in the bedroom to get the steps. So I think that's potentially the best one. But also, that gives me 10 right now. Why is that wall so thick? That's suspicious. Also uses a gem, though. Is that cool? I suppose. I've got 4 gems, and I feel quite confident about spending 1 right now. So much pressure! When I played the demo, I was like, hoop-a-doop-a-doo, I don't know how this game works, let's just buy things. But now I'm like, this is intense. Yeah, I think the nursery is the best choice. But there we go, because that counted. But there's nothing else. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna just check, see if there's anything, because there could be something hiding. Like an extra key. Goose! Like an extra key or something, or some stories, or... Ooh, hello! There's a storybook. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. Are you guys sitting comfortably? I have a story for you. Once upon a time. I wish this chair was not so wobbly, because I'm trying to get comfortable. It just keeps trying to knock me off. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true colour, the prince often said. Oh, I clicked out the book. Hold on. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad. A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. There you go. It's a book about the red prince, but I am the blue prince, because that's the name of the game. I don't know if that's going to be... I feel like there's going to be a lot of story in this game that's very subtle. Did you like my story, my storybook voice? But I got some coins, so it was worth coming in this room. Match tree. They're nothing like each other. What am I missing? Oh, fire and fir. It's a fir tree. Fire and fir. Thank you. So in the nursery, we got fire and fir. So we've had a T, an H, another H, and an E. Thanks, straight cards. It's actually 2 o'clock for me. It's not that early, but it's earlier than usual. Jack and Ori style stream, we just read children's stories for an hour. I would love to do that. You know what? I would love to do... Just make a second channel and all I do is read kids' books. And it's just safe for kids. Now this is our only door. So if we don't get something with another door, that's the end of the day. Oh, thank God. Okay. We're going to use the dining room because that gives us multiple options. 9 a.m. over here. 8 more hours of work. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, thank you for joining us. Oh, we have more. Hold on. We have a cat. Big cat. A tiger, in fact. And a tiered cake stand? Tier and tiger. G. What room are we in? Dining room. I don't know why this is important, but it must be. What counts as a step. If we go into a room, it counts as a step. So when I came in here, it was a step. And if I go back out into the other room, that's another step. But in the actual room, I can run around as much as I want. Oh, I actually have a run key. I didn't realize that. So I can do this as much as I want, and it's fine. The butler in the kitchen with the knife. As far as I'm aware, no one's been murdered. But maybe. Halloween, it could be Goosebumps books. I would love to do that. I don't know if it's copyright. I'd have to do... I mean, I wouldn't have to do it just if I was just doing it for fun, but if I ever got money from it, I wouldn't be able to do copyrighted books. Right. So, this is our map. So preferably we want to go through this way, because that's not going to be a dead end if we, yeah. This is the best option, I think. Ugh. Okay. That door is locked. This door might not be locked. Let's try this door. It wasn't. Now. Okay. Oh, we want this one. This has got stuff for sale. We like this one. I don't have very many coins, but this is good. Do you know we sell Miss Rachel toys? And when they came out, we had people calling the shop like every day, being like, when are you coming in? And I was like, I don't know. I just work here. I finished my coffee and I'm very sad because I don't have any more oat milk to make another one. And I'm not ordering a coffee, even though it would be very easy. Yeah, exactly. Don't talk to me. I just work in this shop. Look it up. Right, let's see what we can buy, because we might have to save up. An arcade machine! Can I play it? What? I can't. Why would you put this here? Maybe the power's out. Ooh, hello. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electrical computer terminals on the estate. 2 of the terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concern regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password, it starts with an S. That might be useful. I'm writing it down. Without. Yeah, so this is what I figured it out. I figured it out on my own. Stage and I mean, it's a flower. Sage? Is that sage? It could be. So that's without a T. I'm quite chuffed that I figured that out on my own, actually. Remember how I thought that there was something to do with the paintings, but I couldn't remember what it was, but I don't think I ever figured that bit out. Or maybe I did and I've just forgotten. Depends on where you stream to and if you have vids on. If you stream to the US and it's US authorized copyright and save your VOD income after you intend to profit off it. Is your reading in part and total means it might not be sold, that's why I post. Oh, that's really annoying. It's Sage. Okay, so in the commissary. Commissary? Commissary. I accept. Thank you. How are you doing, by the way? We have an extra T. I'm writing down what room it's in case that's important. Like, it spells something in a certain order. We've got two H's, 2 T's, an E and a G. And one that I don't know, because I didn't actually notice what the second picture was in the room. I only drew one of the pictures. But I think it's a tag, because it's a dog tag. So it could be a stag was the other picture. Well, you're welcome to hang out. Commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Okay. No commissary, day 12 to day 16. Could you imagine? That would be evil. Don't make it timed. Day 20 and 21. Everything will be 50% off. Okay. But we can buy some stuff. We can buy a shovel, or we could buy a salt shaker, or we could buy a gem. I don't have a clue why I need a salt shaker. I seem to remember there was something buried, and that's why I needed a shovel last time. But I don't want to buy the thing and then have the wrong thing. But then I have to come back. I have to get steps otherwise. Well, I think I'm just going to leave it for now. But we have this option now. So we can go this way. It's another locked door. Well, actually, if I use my silver key, then I hopefully open all of these rooms up to be used. So I think I'm going to use my silver key. Yes! Oh. Well, those aren't nice. I have one where I can't see what I'm picking. One that I'll lose half of my steps. I'm not picking that one. Is it timed? Sorry, I just realized what you said, that you spelled it like that. Or passageway. I think I'm gonna go for the passageway because I have 2 gems. And this gives me options. Look at that. Multiple options. Let's start by going this way because we want to try and go up as quick as we can. And just check there's nothing. There won't be anything I can pick up because it's just walls. So. Oh no, that's in real life. There's someone, like, banging around above me, and I couldn't tell if it was the game. You kidding? Okay, fine. They did say the stuff on the west side of the house would be more likely to be locked. Security? Oh, I don't have any gems. Should I go back and buy a gem? No, because I can't leave now. So I have to just pick something. I think this could be a good shout. Oh, but then I can't. I can still go around this way. But I have to get the perfect spaces. Oh, this is annoying. I don't have any gems. I want this one, but I used my gems already. Yeah, I will, yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna have to pick this one. I've scuppered myself. I'm gonna go back to the commissary and buy a gem. Doesn't happen again. I think I only got 5 steps there. Instead of 10. Okay. Camp Colonel. Camp Colonel? This is cute. Look at this. Oh, I can't go on the bunk bed. How rude. Yeah, maybe it doesn't line up. Oh my god! There's a hamster! Oh my god, you're so cute. Hi! I miss my hamster. I can't pet the hamster. It doesn't let me. So sweet. But also that worries me that he's just been in here this whole time, in this magical room. Who's feeding him? Are the staff feeding him? I bloody hope so. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys and I will not have to share my room and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. Herbie is mean and really stupid and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. I also had more fun at camp than he's had in his entire life. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it. I wonder if... What was the name? Simon is the Red Prince because he's writing entirely in red. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book, even though he is older. He's a crybaby. Today is a good day because today my brother returns from college, and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long, long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I still would rather have a sister. Congrats on the diploma, and welcome home. Staff will feed him overnight. They better. They better. Pilot Park? Is that a park? Is that a pilot? That's clearly not what those words are. So quiet in this game. My computer is louder than the sounds of this game. Plot? It might be plot. Because it's like a plot of land. What's this one called? Bunkroom. Sorry, I just want to spend the time just looking at this little guy. Look at him! He's so cute! I can't even crouch to get a better look at him. I just want him to be my friend. They've animated a tiny hamster. This is all I want from life. Look at him. That cage is not big enough for him. But he also has a little bunk bed, which is cute. I think I've looked at everything in here, so we should probably get moving. Just double check there's no other... I mean, it's possible that it's not Simon who's the Red Prince, because... We're gonna go this way. We have to live in hope that I get something that has a path going that way, otherwise I'm screwed. Okay. Okay. Fantastic. And I have a gem. Freezes your accounts. Coins and diamond amounts will not reset at the end of the day and cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. That could be worth it, actually, because... No, I've only got 1. 4. That's not really worth it. If I had lots, that could be worth it to end the day there. Yeah, I think it's... I think that might be who it was. This is just water now. Stop it. Right, we're gonna have to go for drawing room because we need something with another path. Oh my god, there's a lot of drawings. Hi, Herbert. Trying to see if there's anything I can pick up. Oh, hello. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor pans. Yeah, I know, I think we've got this part already. Or there are some items in rooms that allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Oh, hello, hold on. We have car and card. What does that mean? Okay, we're ready to go this way. We need something that goes in a straight line. That doesn't cost any gems. Courtyard. No! Okay. Yes! Fantastic. Workshop. It's the Queen of Diamonds. That's the card. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from the thought. A message, bolded, read, is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. E. Ooh! I have a sledgehammer. Combine inventory to create new items. I don't have anything else. I've only got a sledgehammer. Yeah, okay, that's the same thing. The true box does not always contain a prize. That's true. We know that to be true. Well, I can't really do anything because I've not got any other inventory. This could be useful on a future run, I suppose. Okay, we're gonna go... We just need something with a door this way. Okay, I have one. This is my last key. God damn it. We're screwed. I can only get this one. Okay. That was my only choice. I have placed an order, and I will get the order tomorrow if I find the mailroom. Simon P. Jones, Mount Holly Estate. Hey, buddy. How's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage. Sorry, don't know why I said it like that. Packing the tent. I wanted to post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that you have a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate, but with all the preparations, I'm not sure I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure Wait, my name's Simon! I just forgot that... Earlier when I was reading the diary, I completely forgot that my name is Simon. That was me. It's not my dad, that's me. Unless I'm Simon Jr. I forgot to tell you Friday night, sometimes easier for me to just jot this stuff down. So you're telling me right now to come bring your pillowcase. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him, so do both of us a favor, be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer you before your trip that will actually be useful. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday, I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing dirigible blocks. You've been aiming at the memory pad of the name memory. Shut up! It's fine. Where's the other picture? There must be another picture in here. It's randomized. I wonder how long it... Oh. Hold on. I'll read that in a second. I wonder how long it might have been until I found that letter. Oh, there it is. Rain and grain. G. GG. Okay, what have we got? Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Revan to sender as he is no longer employed with our staff. What does that say? I'm gonna take a picture of that. Nope, that's my face. I make out letters, but Danny Revane. And this. The details should be sent by electronic mail to the address the client has provided. Press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. Why do I want to do that, though? What does that mean? Right, we're unfortunately a bit screwed because we no longer have any open doors that go up. However, we have 2 open doors that go down, so we could continue and we might find some more useful stuff before we're forced to end the day. Annoyingly though, obviously that uses more steps if we do that, and I also have no keys left. And I don't have enough coins to buy a new key, so hopefully this door isn't locked. It wasn't. Fantastic. Okay. Let's go for the West Wing Hall. Oh, I could have redrawn. Damn it. I forgot about that. I wasted that. That was a bit annoying. Let's keep going. Billiard room. Puzzle. We're doing a puzzle. The good thing about going down is that we're less likely to get ones that I have to use gems for. Anything behind the bar? No, nothing behind the bar for me. Okay. We have plane and a plan. I feel like there's probably one in almost every room, and I've just been missing them. But when we start the second day, make it old-fashioned. No one seems to be working. Okay, what's this? Ah, now. I played the time that I played the demo off stream, we came across this puzzle, and I did not understand it, and the person I was playing with got it right. And I still don't understand it, even though they explained it to me. So, I push this. Can I push this? Oh. Did I... Do I have to take a dart, maybe? Oh. Oh, I have to click this. Okay. 14 and 3 make 17. 15 and 7. 15 minus 7? Okay. So 15 minus 7 is 8. Yeah. Okay. 18 minus 6 is 12. What does that mean? Is that multiply? Let's try. 2, but 2 times 6 is also 12. Okay, that's right. 10 minus 4 is 6. Times 3 is 18. Ah! Oh my god, I got it right! I know I said that they did it, but I didn't know what colors did what. That was a guess. Okay. Sweet, I've got a silver key again. Okay. See, there's these, but it doesn't say what color does what, so I guess I got it in the right order. Right, we have another door here. At this point, we're just collecting bits and pieces. 7 locked doors. How is that possible? I mean, we might as well try, because I've only got 1 key, but that's fun. Let's do that. Ooh. Oppressive white noise. Do they lead to different... I'm really confused. How does this work? Okay. Let's use my special key, because we have to end the day soon anyway. What? Well, I don't really... To be fair, whatever I do now, it's not really going to be worth anything, because I can't... This is my last door. So... I'm doing this one. Ooh. A button. What? What? Huh? How do... There's coins in there. And there's tie and tier. Oh my god. How do I do anything? I have sledgehammer. Can I use my sledgehammer to smash the mirrors? No? Okay. I do not understand how this room works. It's opening up a mirror. Obviously, it's not actually a room of mirrors because these are just other rooms and I can't see myself. So they've just duplicated the room. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to call it a day because I have no more keys, I have no more gems, and I have no more doors to open. There's no more open doorways anywhere. So we're gonna have to call it a day here. And I'm gonna use that opportunity. My voice broke. An opportunity to... Oh! Row and Crow. I didn't get this one. I'm gonna start tomorrow and just write down all the letters and see if they spell something. Anyway, I'm gonna use this opportunity to take a quick break. So I'll wrap up the day, see what it says at the end of day, and then I'm gonna take a quick break, a gwig break, Jesus, and get myself a little snack. I had food right before stream, but I'm already hungry again, so I clearly didn't have enough food. So I'm gonna go do that. Anyway, I will be... No, we're not be right back yet, because I gotta call it a day. Hold on. Does this say room directory? Oh, cool! Maybe these are... Wait, maybe it's important that I keep the order because they're going to spell something when they're in the order that I... Fact, you know what? I'm going to actually go through all the rooms while I can because I've got lots of steps left to use, so in here... Sorry, I know I said I was about to go for a break, but I'm actually going to write down all the letters instead. Chamber of Mirrors. The letter is R, because it's a tie and a tier. This is boring. Maybe I should do this when I'm on break. West Wing Hall. The letter was C. Didn't get one for the Great Hall. I should have come this way. Wait a minute, did I not go through... Hey, hold on. I thought I came through... Huh? Wait a second. I know I'm using up a lot of steps here. Oh my god! Okay, never mind, we're not taking a break yet. Figuring out what this room is doing. How do I get to that room? I go back to the passageway. Okay. Again, I'm using up a lot of steps here, but I don't really need them for anything else, so... There probably is a picture in here. It's a horse and then a lot of people. I don't really see that as being a letter. Did I not unlock something on this side? Oh, I did. It's this one. Oh! Oh my god. What? 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 I don't know what to do. And I can't push... Can I push any of these? I mean, I'm obviously upside down, but I don't really see how this helps me, to be honest. In the corner closet. I'll give it a go. I don't think you can... You usually can't open... Oh, sorry, I've lost control of the keyboard there. Can't normally open... It didn't come up with a hand, so I didn't think I could do it. You've found a duplicate copy of one of your floor plans. Would you like to permanently add a storeroom to the drafting pool? Yes. I didn't even know that was an option. I should start clicking on cupboards now. It did come up with a hand that time, but it was really... Oh my god, thank you. Would you like to permanently add a spare room to your drafting plan? Yes? Why wouldn't I? Oh my god! A key! Okay, what if I... Oh, I can't move once I push the button. I was trying to see if maybe if I stepped back. That's why I asked. That's so smart. Thank you very much for your help. Oh, nice. Presumably now I can move around more freely in this area. Get lots of coins, even if I can't do anything with them. I don't actually remember which buttons I pushed now. Is that all of them? Nope, nope. There we go. I think that's all of the rooms now. I can just move around this room. Crazy. That's wild. I like that room. That's got me a lot of stuff. However, now we are back to where we were before. So the Great Hall doesn't seem to have a lair because it doesn't have any art. Okay. I think I'm going to call it a day now, but I'm so glad we went back in there to look for the picture, because I was like, wait a minute, that door is not the door I came through, and I got really confused. Oh, more coins. You really have to be very thorough. Wait, has it reset? It has. Huh. Okay, anyway, we're gonna call it a day for that. I will be back in like 5-10 minutes after taking a quick break, because I'm gonna go get some food and some more... I'd have more coffee, but I have no more oat milk. So yeah, I will see you in a wee bit. Don't go anywhere. We've got more of this house to explore. Let's call it a day. Annoyingly, because I got loads of coins, but nothing I could do about it. Let's see, what did we get? We unlocked 25. We reached rank 6, we did 49 steps, and we found 3 items. What items did we find? Is that the blueprints, maybe? Because I found lots of keys, but I'm assuming that's not what it means. We shall save and continue. And then when we come back, I will pause it. Day number 2. No, you can't go anywhere. Of course you could go out. Take out your trash. Don't let it stink up the kitchen. Off you go. Okay. We'll stop there for now. And I will be back in just a bit. Bye-bye. I feel like my brain is not switched on enough for this game, which sucks. So annoying. Like, there's That's the reason well, that's not one of the reasons. I was gonna say we haven't played Professor Layton in ages because I think for a while I just had no brain and I couldn't do it, and then I've just been playing other games instead. But yeah. I end up being like, I can't think today, ironically, and I can't get the words out. I can't think today, so we can't do a puzzle game. And the day that I'm wanting to do a puzzle game, I can't think again. So anyway, let's get back to it, shall we? So here we are, day 2, 50 steps again. I wonder if I can go, I mean, I can go outside, but I wonder if it uses a step. It doesn't. Oh, it did. Okay, but it used 1 step, and hopefully this whole area is 1 step. Because I remember in the demo, I had a wander around, and there's a campground over there, which is where Simon is sleeping. I can't go that way. Okay. Let's see where I can go. When we get back into the rooms. I'll go this way first, actually. Oh. Okay. Whoa. Where are we? High above the clouds. I did that once when I went to Portugal with my friends. We climbed up to, well, we went to see Castle Sintra. Jesus, I'm trying to get my drink open. And when we were at the top, we realized, we were like, wow, it's really misty. Oh my god, that's a cloud. We're in a cloud. I'm hoping it has no sugar in it, but I'm hoping that maybe it'll trick my brain into being awake because it feels like it's getting sugar. It's getting fake sugar. Because I don't have any oat milk left, so otherwise I'd make another coffee. I just think my brain is just not working properly at the moment. I don't know what's going on. Things are just being weird. But hey, let's go. Looks Alp-ish. Can I fall off? No. Shame. Very interesting, isn't it? I've got a tunnel. I don't have a torch, so it's just pitch black. I don't know, maybe I'll uncover more stuff in the house and then I can come back out. Still only used 1 step, which is good. So for those watching later, while I was on break, I asked in chat what people thought of the game. And Tef Bano has said, I like it. Some rooms are just less interesting than others, but when you get to a point when you start to unlock more rooms and you know how to chain them, it gets interesting. I would agree with that. This game let me plummet to my death? No? Shame. Well, that's maybe something I unlock. I don't know. I don't know how much stuff is stuff I've got to figure out and come back and do, and how much... Oh! I used another step. I guess it's because I went through that gate. Ooh. Music started. I think this is where... Oh, I used another one! Oh, okay, we gotta be careful. Maybe I'm just gonna use today to... Campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. Okay. And I feel like I'm wasting a lot of steps, but I guess if I do this all now, see what I can find. Maybe that's once I open the antechamber. Because at the moment, my goal in the house is to try and get to the antechamber, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna... I'm guessing this is outside. Yeah, that's outside the estate. Oh god, my steps are going down really fast. Go, go, go! I don't know if it's a distance thing or if it's certain... It would make sense, coding-wise, that it's certain, yeah, like doorways like that. But it seemed to go down again when I got into the campsite, so... Okay, so we're starting the day with 44 steps. Yeah, exactly. If we just go everywhere we can outside in one go, that way I'm not going, well, I didn't look there, and then I end up using more steps. But now we're back. Ooh, drinks dribbling. Now we're back in the house. We have no music. Let's see what we can do. I think these are the same things again. So, we're not going to do what we did last time and end up stuck, hopefully. So I'm going to start with this one. Oh. I do want my parcel. I'm gonna do that. I know that's a silly idea for the middle room, but I want my parcel. Packing slip. Sleeping mask, brass compass. Navigational compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. My sleeping mask do something? First time you enter a bedroom with a sleep mask, gain 5 steps. Okay, so those won't carry over till tomorrow, which is a bit annoying. Is this the same letter? Yeah, it is. Okay. That's the upgrades, but I only get them. Oh god, I've chugged too much juice. Only get them today. Could be worse. Could be the Edith Finch house and everyone dies in some way or another. Well, let's hope that's not what's happening. I did like that game. Okay, so hopefully... Yes! I was gonna say we'll get somewhere leading north. Fantastic. And maybe there'll be food in the pantry. Yeah, banana! Okay, that's the same thing as last time. I do want the commissary, but I don't have a gem yet. Damn. Okay. Annoying. Ooh. Ivory dice. While drafting, you may use your dice to roll new floor pans. A single dice. Maybe I don't... Oh, it's a special item. I only get one. Oh, there's pictures in here. Stars and stairs. This game is great, but it's absolutely something I would not play myself. That's fair. Stars and stairs, which means its eye is the missing layer. Annoyingly, no, that means we still only have one door. We can only... Hopefully we get something from this door, otherwise we're screwed for the entire day. So... Is there any art in this room? There is. So in the pantry, we have... a prayer... and a pry bar? No, that's too many extra layers. Bar? A bar? What would that be? Okay, I'm gonna leave that on the screen. Their hidden message in the difference in the drawings. Right here, people, guys. So, I think... I found a thing that told me that this was the case as well. But every pair of drawings, there's a missing letter. So I've been writing what all of the room's different letters are, but I don't know if it changes every day. Because I didn't write it for all of them on the first day, because I didn't notice immediately. And I don't know if it's the order that you put them on the screen, or there's a hold on, there's a room directory. I don't know if it's maybe this order. If they're always the same, maybe that spells a word. I haven't got far enough to figure that out yet. But I can't figure out what this is supposed to be. Do we need to fill the full blueprint? No. We just need to... I think the goal is to get to the antechamber at the top. But like I said before, the higher we go, the further we go into the house, the more stuff we have to spend. So the more gems and coins and keys that we have to use to get new rooms. Which can get very annoying. Because... yeah, we end up getting stuck like we did last time. What is... So that's a prayer. What's that? Prior? It's a pry bar? So it's like get rid of the A? Entry. Is that even how you spell prior? Like, if you're prying something? Okay. Anyway. We have... Oh. We have 2 different cards in this one. Yeah, I think it must be prior. If I want to try and... Unless you can think of a word that's one letter different from lever that matches a picture of hands praying. And this one's a queen and an ace. But they're both cards. So there isn't something missing. It's a very different piece of art. Okay, the king in the middle. Ah, face card. No, you're okay, hit people guy. You're okay. What we need to do is next day, we need to see if they're the same letters. Because I've written down the different rooms these are in. So they are different because I had the pantry before and that was T. So that's F-A-I. But I did the mailroom first. I don't know if there was art in the mailroom. I didn't see. I'm gonna waste one. Yeah. There art in here? Yes. Bridge and bride. My brain is shut down. It's the G. Pray and pry, so the letter is A. Yeah. So, if we do them in the order, if I just look at the map for this, if we do them in the order that I unlocked them, we started in the entrance hall. That's an F. Presumably. Then I did the mailroom, which is a G. And then I did the pantry, which is an A, and then the closet. So maybe that's not F. So currently the letters go F, G, A, I that we've got today. How do they align in the room chart? Good question. So they would be I, G, A, I, G, A, F. But maybe if I had rooms here and here and here and here and here and here, and it would like spell a word on each line. If I'd unlocked the right... But I don't know how this is useful. I don't know what this is referring to. I don't know if this is useful, if this is going to be like a password, or this is like an Easter egg. But every room has some art with a letter missing. There's the next one for now. Yeah, we only have one door now, so we have to really hope that we get something that leads north. I have a re-roll if I need it. The commissary. Oh, I can buy it now. I've got a gem. Okay. Do I get the commissary and use my only gem? Because if I re-roll, there's no guarantee that I'm gonna get a room that has another door. Yes. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. I want to turn this on. Apparently this is Simon's favorite game. Why can I not play it? So sad. Okay, but... Right, we need to pay attention to this. That is still the same. I think this is the... That's still the same. Okay. Commissary, we have a pin and a tree that I'm going to assume is a pine. The last time, that was a fir. I said the same picture of a tree and I said it was a fir tree. But hey, maybe they just have one picture. Oh, but that says without. Yeah, so pine, pin, yeah. Commissary is an E. What can we buy? Gem, salt shaker, shovel key. I am gonna learn from last time and I'm gonna buy a gem. Even though I don't have many coins at the moment. Cause my only chance is the door behind me, and if I can't go through it because I don't have a gem, I'm screwed. Just stage and sage last time. Yes, it was. From good memory. Sometimes there's coins kicking about in the commissary, but I'm not seeing any this time, so... Okay. Okay. Well, there we go. I have option. Each of them have given me an option. That one gives me an extra gem. This one, however, is very useful, but it doesn't lead me north. So I don't know if I should wait until later to get that one. My fringe is so sad. It keeps flopping. No, you're totally fine, Raven. We're just playing. We're just doing room day 2. I used a lot of steps at the beginning, so we're not doing as well today as we did yesterday. Yeah, if my choices are basically den or security, and the only reason I don't want to use security is because it leads me east instead of north, and then I might not get a room that leads me north from there, so... I have no idea what's happening, I'm just happy to be included. That's okay, Hoodlum. That's okay. Right, I think we're gonna go for den. So I think that's a good idea. It gives me a gem, and it gives me another door, so... I just wish there was more music. Alright, I'm gonna turn the audio up again. Ooh, house history? Oh, I can see the different rooms that I did. Oh, that's cool. I want you guys to get the ambiance. Okay. See if there's anything in here that can be useful, and also check the art. Is it important that the clocks are all set at the same time? And are they moving? Oh, they are moving. I assumed that time wasn't really working. Wait, hold on. Am I supposed to wait until it hits that specific time? Look, see how there's like hands drawn on it? I think I'm gonna miss it because I don't know what I'm meant to do. But you see how there's like a V? Bonus stream? Hi, Corner. Right, we have Bath and Bat again. So the letter is H. What are the big clocks saying? Okay, so they're all moving in time. But the smaller clocks had like a drawing of hands on them. Like, see the little arrows? And so I thought maybe when the arrows were sitting in that time, there was something specific I was supposed to do, but I don't know what it is, so I'm probably... Oh, I've missed it now, and I also don't know what it could be. Also, I've now learned I need to get closer to things because it doesn't show me the interaction button unless I'm, like, right on top of them sometimes. Yeah, it looks like there's a drawer, but I can't do anything with it. I don't know if it would require a key or something, but I don't have whatever it needs. Welcome, Corner. How are you doing? A candle? Yeah, it looks like a pencil. Right, this is our one door, so if we don't get anything with a second door, we need to roll again. Or specific time. Yeah, so maybe when it was on that, I was supposed to do it, but obviously I'm a bit late now. And I'm not waiting an entire 12 hours. I Take a sledgehammer. My sledgehammer's gone. I've only got these two now. I just bought this, but I haven't booted it up yet. I played the demo first, so that's why I decided to stream it today, because the demo was really fun. So now we know for next time. Wait, write that hint down or something. Okay. Don't worry, I got my notepad. No more sledgehammer. Sledgehammer. Fortunately, that song has bad memories for me, even though it's a really good song. Right, so den, blocks, and drawer. So the thing about these, the thing is it's got like a line across. Oh my god, did you hear that? My stomach, I don't think the mic would have picked it up. My stomach made the weirdest noise. I think it means that also if the hands are like in a straight line, it also works. Whatever it is that I need to try and do. But I'm not waiting that long. No, you're not getting it story time, sorry. Oh, sweet. Do we courtyard? Yeah, I think we should courtyard. That'll give me an extra one. This room may not have this puzzle again if it comes up. I don't think you can usually redraw the same interesting rooms like that. Maybe you can, because if you've used them, because there was a room in the first day that I drew and it was like, you can now redraw rooms you've already used. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that wasn't possible before. Okay, here we are in the courtyard. I wonder if I had a shovel, that would be what I need it for. Ah! And that's what I need my sledgehammer for. God damn it. Okay, so I don't have the things I need for this room. But let's continue. Just be ready for any hauntings or omens. Wait, this is a betrayal of the House of the Hill. Good game. Also good tile-based system game. Oh, art. You're so right, sorry. Oh, there doesn't appear to be any here. Maybe green rooms don't have art. Is this, see, this is a green room, you see. Sledgehammer, best lockpick, exactly. No need to fiddle around, just bonk. Done. Okay, I'm not seeing any art. I don't think we have any in this room. Look, the sky. I like that it has walls on either side, even though we don't know what's there yet. Alright, this is what we're going for, right? Yeah. No, of course. I do want security. It is my last gem, though. I'm gonna do it. I've been wanting to pick this one for a while. Cause there's a oh! Because this happens. There you go. That's the security. This is the security office. I like how he just booped himself on the screen. Oh, there I am. Ooh. Whoop. So, I think this is all of the rooms. I mean, it's not all of the rooms, but these are all rooms that I could unlock. I have to write down all the rooms. It did say that, didn't it? On the view inventory of all. Oh! A control room with state-of-the-art surveillance equipment. Sorry, I'll get rid of my face. The inventory system and access control via an electronic computer terminal. This room is where the estate's patrol guards kicks up their feet and thanks their stars they're living in the modern era. Okay. So I think I need to look on this computer. But first I want to see if there's any notes. Blue memos are true. Red memos are lies. What was the red memo that I read? Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked is false. I note down that it was red. Remember that. Unless written by hand. Oh no, was it written by hand? I don't think it was. I think it was typed. Okay, so blue memos are true. Red memos. I'm gonna have to, if we play this again, I'm gonna have to rewrite all these notes because they're so all over the place. Unless written by hand. Is that the only note? I think it is. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. View estate inventory. Following details are items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. One trunk, which I can't open. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The current keycard system is currently operational. This mode determines the default settings security doors will set to if power is lost during a blackout, for example. Okay, I've turned it so there's now less security card doors, and if the power goes out, they unlock. I only have the first letter of that. Let's try the word security. I know it starts with an S, or I think it starts with an S from when that's a terminal password. I assume that's what this is. Okay. We've done something. We've made some kind of difference. This, I think, is a keycard door. Right. Yeah, look, see. S. If you want confusing notes, you should try playing Pokemon Too Many Types without the type chart and trying to figure out things yourself. I guarantee your notes will be extra messy. I would rather not. I can't even remember type matchings when I'm playing a normal game of Pokemon, let alone one that requires extra rules, which is what I'm assuming that is. Okay. Right, before we go any further, the security office. The letter is E, because again, it's fire and fir tree. And then we've got two notes. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and has access levers that are no longer required to grant entry. That is false because it's a red note. So the antechamber is locked. I'm running out of space here. I'm going to need another page. Chamber is locked. Writing by machine. Yeah, because it's not handwritten. This is fake. This is when you find out your uncle made genetic monsters that will be hunting you down and you've unlocked the doors. Oh no! Oh no! Give you an idea, Too Many Types has types such as Ohio, Crab, and Silly. Of course it does. The antechamber is locked and has levers. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. I already knew that one. I don't think I need to note that down. That's fine. Okay. See how it's a puzzle game, but it's a strategy game, and there's so many things to remember. But I don't think there's anything else in this room that I can take. Unless there's a keycard kicking about, which would be really handy. Someone's left their coffee. Coffee. Let's try and go through the keycard door and see what it says. Locked by electronic keycard. Yeah, I can't go that way. Okay. So I need to find a keycard. Or turn the power off. So do I go back through the courtyard, or should I try and go... I'm going to try and go this way first. I only have one option. I don't have any gems. Okay, enjoy your house chores. I get 10 steps for coming in here. And an extra 5 because of my sleep mask. I get a gem, which it didn't say I was going to get, so that's pretty neato burrito. And as a letter. Sinclair. Just wanted to write a quick note, thank you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. He didn't go. I also appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy the mathematical puzzles and appreciate that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hope your health improves shortly. Well, we've already done that one, so I guess that's a clue if we'd found this room first. That's a clue that, that's how you solve it. Right. Art. In the guest bedroom. The problem is if this changes every day, I don't know what the point of me writing this is. So that's sand and, so the letter is S. Can we make anything from this? We have G-I... Oh! Hello! Where's my alerts? Oh my god, they're under my frame. You can just see the goose's little feet. What they doing down there? Hello, welcome in. Oh my goodness. They're hiding. He's hiding from me. He doesn't want to be seen. Let me move him down. There we go. Hello, here comes the boy! Hi everyone. Hello, welcome in. What's everybody been up to? What have you been up to today, boyson? I'm gonna do a shower, actually. Enjoy the Astrobot music. I probably should know what you were up to, because I definitely saw your tweet. Blue sky message, even. Give me the goss of blueprints. Is it Skid Cypher? You're like, give me the goss, girlfriend. It is very good so far. I played the demo last year. I'm only on day 2, but it seems, I think you would like it. I think it's a bit slow in places, but I think the vibes are good. Oh yes, Claude's our spotted. Here he is. He's the man. Oh my god, I almost fell off my chair. Jesus. Here he is. His little dumb face. This was bought for me by someone on my... Don't look. I'm trying to flatten him. Here we go. Here he is. He's all squished out of shape. But yeah, someone bought me him on my throne, so I appreciate that very much. Anyway, we're going to go back to the game. If you haven't been here before, hi, my name's Lara. I like detective and puzzle games, but also I play Fallout and other things sometimes. Played Not for Broadcast. I've looked at that game. Is that one good? You have to give me the goss on that one. But if you haven't seen this game before, let me introduce you to Blueprints. This is a game. I can't wander around very much to show you it, and you'll see why in a minute. But we are mapping a house, and we get to pick whatever room spawns behind the door every time we open a new door. However, we have a limited amount of steps, as you can see up in that corner over there. And every time you go through a doorway, it uses up a step. So, this is the security office, which we just unlocked. These are all the rooms. These aren't the rooms I've discovered, by the way. These are just rooms I could discover. That's me. See down there? That's me. On the camera. You'd like it. It's got a lot going on, but it's very funny in parts. Okay. Maybe we will swap. I'll be like, you should play this, and I'll play yours. Some extra geese to make up for the hidden goose before. Thank you for the extra geese. I do appreciate. No, I don't know where I'm going with that. But it's also a puzzle game. So not only do you have to have strategy and unlock the rooms that you want, because you only get 3 choices, and sometimes you can't pick some of them because you don't have the right currency. But there's also strategy of, like, for example, this room that I just unlocked gives me 10 steps. But I have to use a step in order to get to it, and if I'm, like, all the way over here on the map, is it worth going all the way back to get my steps? You see. You get items, but everything refreshes at the end of every day. So once I run out of rooms or run out of steps, the day resets, I lose all my money and all my items, and I start again. But I have more information. And I have 3 pages of notes. So many notes. Did I get the art from in here? I did, didn't I? Because it was on here. So it's just like every time we get to a new room, there's more stuff. But it's good, but it's also, I feel like I'm going to miss things. The way I usually describe this game is if you didn't want to compromise between making a puzzle exploration game and a roguelike. You know what? I don't think you're wrong for that. Okay, so we have 1 door that we can unlock right now. This one. So we need this door to have another door behind it. Otherwise, we're stuck for the whole day. So we're going to hope. We also have a dice which gives us a free reroll. So hopefully, even if we don't get something, we can re-roll it. We're also looking to get more coins, because this room, if I had a shovel, I could dig this up. And if I had a sledgehammer, I could open this box. I don't know what's in it. It might not be worth it. But it's just things like that. Like, I gotta go back on myself to buy things. And I have to make sure I have enough coins, and I have enough steps, and I have enough gems. And it's just more and more things. Rose full of shining. Oh, I'm breaking the walls down. I've also heard people compare it to the, oh, thank you for the follow. My alerts are wonky because I moved them. That's my fault. Thank you very much for the follow. I've also heard people compare it to the first half of Betrayal at House on the Hill. Yes, because there's tiles and you're building a thing. Yeah, that's what we were thinking. We were talking about how it would make a really good board game. But there's also potentially a sinister plot. And there's a lot going on, basically, to describe it. It's quite hard to describe. It's easy to describe, but it's hard to get across how much is going on. So anyway, we're just going to keep going. We're only on day 2. Okay, well that's good. I can get this one or this one. I might as well go for the nook, because the hallway gives me a door that I can't use. So, and this gives me an extra key. So we might as well use the nook. I think I'm just going to try and see how far north I can get today. Oh yes, I've done this one. That one. It is a really nice cel-shaded style. It's really cool. Okay, the art in here, that's a road. And that's a rod. So the letter for this room is A. We don't know the significance of this yet. But every room seems to have 2 pictures, and one of them is missing a letter from the other one. So there was a road, and there was a rod. So there's an A missing. But it seems to change every day. So I don't know the significance. And we're trying to figure out if maybe the letters make a word if you read them left to right across here. If it's the order that you go into the rooms. If it's nothing to do with any of that and it's just random. I highly doubt it's random though. But it's one of those games that on the surface looks pretty simple and understandable, and then you start to be like, oh, and there's another puzzle in this thing, and then there's an extra layer to this thing, and then you've got one of those games. You know what I mean. Okay, so I'm imagining it must be across the way, which sucks because there's some rooms that we're never going to be able to get. Where am I getting these letters? See this picture? That's a picture of a road. Yeah? See this picture? That is a fishing rod. You see? Definitely a puzzle. Yeah, there's no way that that's not intentional, but I don't know the significance of it yet. Like, I can't make a word from the letters I've got. So I'm just gonna check around, because sometimes there's extra coins and stuff that I've been missing. But I don't think there is in this one. This is a cute little reading nook. Like, it's very uncomfortable. I would put some cushions on it, but that's cute. Views for like 10 minutes, right? I understand. Okay, we only have 46 steps left, but that's good because we got that guest bedroom, so that added to our total quite a lot. I just hope I don't have to go back on myself too often. Right, here we go. Corridor. Kitchen. No, we don't want to do kitchen because that will lead us to a dead end. So corridor is the way to go. And the corridor is always left unlocked, which means I don't need to use a key. Corridor's art is sage and stage. We're starting to get the hang of this because we've seen a couple of the same ones, so that's a T. So the letters I have are F, G, A, I, E, H, E, S, A, T. In the order that I got them. That's... What's that order if I do it this way? T, E, S. Yes, that could be the end of a word. Corridor security guest bedroom. That's T-E-S. T-O-S. It's a Twitch conspiracy. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Okay. Let's keep going. Oh, also, if you guys have to raid and run, totally understand. If you've got things to do, you got places to be, you gotta pee, you go to sleep, feel free. Take a snack with you. I have dried fruit. You can have some of those if you like on your way out. Also, I don't know what's going on with this bit of hair. It's just like decided that it doesn't want to play ball with the rest of my hair, so it's just sort of doing its own thing. So we're just not looking at it too hard. Right. Again, we need something with more than one door. Chapel would probably be the best idea, but I will lose a coin every time I go through it. But I'm probably not... The only time I'm really going to go back on myself is if I go to the commissary, but at this point it's not worth the steps to go all the way back there. So I think I'm gonna pick the chapel. Though the parlor would be fun, because I'd get something out of it. And I'm not using my re-roll. Oh, you can't see I have a re-roll. I'm not using my re-roll. Until I absolutely desperately need to. I'm gonna go for the chapel. It's probably not the best idea, but are the pictures the same again? Yeah, they look like they are. They're just maybe in a different order. Oh, is that a gem? Yoink. Wasn't on the altar. It's fine. Okay. I can't actually crouch, otherwise I'd kneel. Still a little out of respect. I guess this way, if we're trying to be as... What's the word I'm looking for? Frugal as we can. I think this way is the way to go. Because that way we don't have to use so many things. Give a coin, take a gem. Chapel trade. Exactly. Chapel trade. Yeah, so if this is your first time seeing me, by the way, I do play a lot of puzzle games. But I also am doing a run of Fallout New Vegas and a few other games right now. But this is actually a bonus stream. I don't normally stream on a Friday. So this is a little bonus stream because I didn't have work today, so. Spare room? That'll get us further north. That's probably the best idea. Even though this could be useful, I don't really want to block off the north passageway. Yeah, I'm gonna go for spare room. Nothing in here. Very boring. Not even a window. The joys of underemployment. Okay. This is probably going to require a key. Yep. I have a key. So I will save the key for that. But I want to see what I can get from this direction. Drawing room? Yeah? Yeah, that opens up more. Oh. There isn't any art in the chapel, is there? And there's no art in the spare room. So we are losing our art letters. I don't know if maybe the higher you go in the house, you don't get any letters. I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? Right. Welcome back. Thank you for returning. Ah, okay, I only have one key. But I do get to redraw my floor plans in this one. In this room. So is it worth using it in this room or going... Nah, I think it's a spare room. It's going to have to be the way we go. And I can't lose any more coins because I don't have any. So I'm just losing steps. But yeah, there's no art in here. So we haven't got any letters. I feel like this is difficult. It's not a difficult game to stream, but it's an interesting game to stream because it's very slow in places. So it's kind of like a slow burn, and then suddenly I figure something out and it's like, whoa! Okay, we're using our only key, so they better give us something good. I have to pick this one. I haven't, that's a good point. I'll give it another go. I'll go back around. Do I do the spare room again? So I have another chance to go... No, I don't have another chance to go north because I've not got any keys. I think I'm going to have to go for the spare room. Or I could re-roll. I think it might be worth doing a re-roll. But I might not get anything. Does spare room have more in it? No. But I can't come out of this choice now, so I'm going to have to pick and then go back and check everything in this room. I'm going to do the spare room. No, because if I don't get any keys and that door's locked, which it will be. Okay, I'm going to redraw the rooms. Okay, at least we'll get a key. But before we go, because that door won't... We've got to walk right up to everything in this room. Make sure that we're not missing anything, because I didn't get close enough to things last time so I can click on them. What's a rumpus room? I don't know. Too late now. Okay. Get our coins and our key. And our gem. But now I definitely have a key. Okay, so that's a pint and that's paint. That's an A. You stole a rump room in my house. Just a room full of butts. You walk in, it's just butts everywhere. It's like one of those taxidermied things, except they're all the butt instead of the head. So many things it looks like I should be able to interact with, but I can't. The other spare room had something on one wall. Oh, when I went to pick it, was it like that? Because I think it's a window if it's on the edge. Because I also thought about that. Okay. I now have a key, so I will be able to spend my coin. Unlock this door. So let's hope we get something good. It's my only key. Then I take my statement back. So polite. Rumpus room is a rec room, apparently. Oh, it's a room for rumpus. Do I redraw? Because I'm in this room, I can redraw the floor plans, but I think I can only do it once. So do I take the spare room, or do I redraw and hope I get something better? Because I think the spare room's the other door's gonna be locked at the other end of the spare room, so that I'm stuck because I don't have another key. This is where the strategy comes in. But I have one more door, but if that's locked, then I'm screwed. This door here is the only other way out, but if that's locked, I don't have another key. I think I'm going to redraw. I think I'm going to redraw the floor plans. I just want this to make a word. These letters. Maybe it only becomes relevant later on. Maybe the password's 5 letters in the security office. I'm gonna redraw it. I've decided. Okay. Parlor is our only option. Coin purse. Each time you collect 3, you get an additional 1 in interest. It's a bit late in the day for that. I don't think that's going to really help. But we have our parlor game. Am I supposed to stream so I don't want to venture an opinion in case I mess up? Well, that's very sweet. I would never blame you, though. So, we're going to do the box puzzle again. Now, for a reminder, because a bunch of people have come in since I did this the first time, there are 3 rules to this game. One of the statements on at least one of these statements on the boxes is true, at least one of them is false, and only one of them can have a prize in it. So, they tend to contradict each other, so that's how you figure it out. There are 4 boxes in this room. This one is lying. Let me just double check there's no hidden boxes anywhere. No, this is lying. Okay. There is only 1 box in this room. This is also lying. The gems are in the true box. This is the truth. I know you wouldn't, but I would. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the gems are in this one. But none of that matters if that door is locked, because I haven't got another key. So, we'll just get some gems anyway, but I'm pretty sure this is the one that I need to open. Because there's only 3 boxes. There are 3 boxes. So this is the one that's telling the truth. So this has to be the one that has the gems in it. Yes. Logic. It wasn't locked! Oh my god, okay. What do I do? I think I need to do the office. Yeah, because it has another door, and I have enough gems, so I might as well. Did I check what the art was in that room? I don't think I did. Okay, I'm gonna have to use an extra couple steps. The art is a stage and a stag. So an E. Okay. That's a bit annoying that I forgot to do that. Sorry, chat. This one is a coast and a coat. So, office is an S. Oh, look at this guy. He looks a bit surprised, doesn't he? Ooh. Okay, let's see what's going on. I have... How many different letters do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different letters. I have quite a few repeats. Oh, I can click on this one. Okay. Hello. Run payroll. After running this process, check will be placed in each staff member's room. This includes each servant's quarter and maid's chamber currently on the estate. I mean, I don't have any of them, but... So, I guess there's no point. Red gold in the estate. The office can facilitate a modest oh my god. The office can facilitate a modest distribution. Why was that so hard? Of coins withdrawn from the staff incentive program. These coins are spread throughout the estate. Okay. I still don't have the password for that. But that's okay. Hello. Upgrade disc. Insert one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there's enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives, so we'll just make sure the west and east levers are operational. The greenhouse lever is broken. West and east aren't. I think the thing that I'm not that I'm struggling to get my head around, but struggling to remember is that everything changes, but certain things are still the same. So, like, the fact that red notes are false is still true, even though it's the next day. So it doesn't completely wipe everything. It just wipes the rooms and my inventory. But it's a bit hard to remember, like, get my head around that, I think. Can I look at this painting, this picture too? Ooh, like disc floating in the air. Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. A little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings, but I know Herbert I suspect either would be suitable. I've taken a picture, unless they're typed. Do those count as red notes? I've taken a picture because I'm not writing all that out. Ooh. Oh. Okay, I don't have any idea what numbers I could use for that. So... Oh, that's a good one to get upgraded. Ooh. I could either have an extra key, an extra gem, or 9 extra coins. What do we think, chat? Keys. Okay, 2 people in chat have said keys are a good idea. I do need keys. I don't need key. I mean, right now it won't help me, but in the future, how much are keys to buy with coins? I think they're usually 10 coins. I say key or gem. I think keys is the... Yeah, keys is probably the best shout because there's always at least one room that you can unlock without spending gems. But if you come across a door with that needs a key and you don't have a key, that's it. You know what I mean? So I think keys is the way to go. Yes, give me an extra key. Thank you. Okay. Right. Okay. I don't know if there's any answers to the safe. I don't know if there'll be a clue in this room. There's yeah, so that's clearly not typed. So that's why I think that's what I need to know. But I don't know why I need to know it. Is there a book on the shelf with this title? Oh, no, you can't see the titles on the shelf, so that's not it. Right up to everything. See if I can push anything. What's that? It was just the top of the book. I thought it was like a little tape recorder or something. What's on the shelf? Oh, these guys. Yeah, I looked at them. I can't interact with them. Sorry, I'm spinning around quite quickly while I'm looking around, so I'm not making anyone dizzy. Hello, Herbert. Okay. I don't think the answer's in here. It might be on the terminal if I could get the password. There's something about the house somewhere. What do you mean? Oh wow, I can make it quite long actually. I think it begins with an S. But I don't know for certain. What are the... What are the letters I've got? Letters I have. Oh, Simon. That's not a terrible idea. Nah, that's not it. No, in a previous room or number somewhere in the menu. Checking what I've got a picture of, because I mostly took written down notes. Information about the utility box, and a note that I could barely read about someone who was fired. The note is red, the letter is not. E. Oh wait, red memos are false unless written by hand. It's that way round. Sage, hello! Hi! How are you doing? So, all that stuff that we just read is true. Light of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. What does it mean? What does it mean? I'm doing good. I'm very confused. But I'm doing good. Should do a little shout out. Oh no. There we go. Yep. Please go and follow Sage. Thank you very much. How are you finding it? It's good. It's layered. There's a lot going on. It's a little frustrating in places because it's based on... It's random. Of course, yes, go follow the stream. Or just go find the YouTube and follow on the YouTube instead, please. Thank you very much. I definitely don't have this number. I need. So I think it's time. Can I see the list of books again? Of course you can, since we're in the right room. Light of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major, or possibly Hearings of the Major. Neither something about them being typed. No, it's okay. I think someone else also misunderstood that as well, or I did, and I misremembered. My juice just splashed up my nose. That's what I want. Right, juice right up my nose. Thank you. Okay, quick summary, because I've only been playing it for about 2.5 hours. But I also did take a break, so bear with that. Basically, if I come out of this note, you are... Brain, you are randomly putting rooms... Every time you go through a door, you randomly generate a room. You get to pick between 3 rooms, and you're trying to find the mysterious 46th room of the manor. So I currently think that my goal is to get to this antechamber at the top, but every day it resets all of the rooms and all of your items, so you basically go in fresh. So I've got 3 fancy items, but when it hits the 3rd day, I'm going to lose all of those, so I don't get them. So story-driven game about an actual prince, very different. I mean, we did find a storybook about a prince, so I think there is something to do with that, hence the name of the game, but we haven't delved into that. It's very much you're finding things in the rooms and it's leading you to a story, but it's all very vague. Blueprints. You get it. But there's also a prince. There's also a red prince. But depending on, sorry, I'm really rude. I'm shuffling around while I'm talking. Just can't get comfy on this chair. But obviously because it's random, if you were to play it, you might not get the story in the same order as me, because I've seen a few things that when I played the demo I didn't see, and I've seen things in the demo that I haven't come across yet. And also you have a limited amount of steps. So you see how in the top left corner it says 31? That's the amount of steps I have. So every time you go through a doorway, it uses a step. So you can't just run around infinitely. You've got to be really careful. So it's really... And as I said when Boyson came in, I have 3 pages of notes already. Because we've been discovering things, but in order to not have to double back on myself, you have to take notes so that you don't forget things. And in the first day that I did, oh no, it's this day, this courtyard requires me to have 2 different tools that I haven't been able to get yet. So I can't get stuff from this courtyard that I maybe could have gotten if I'd gotten the shop first, for example. So just things like that. Anyway, we're going to leave this room because I don't think I have the numbers for this, unless it's a convoluted puzzle regarding the names of the books that he's asked for. But even then, I don't know what it'd be, because I was trying to think maybe it's to do with the face cards, like maybe Queen is 12 or whatever it is. I can't actually remember the order of them right now. And that's what I need to use, but it had Major and someone else who aren't a face card, so that's not helpful. What time you're streaming till? The plan was to stream until 5, so for another half an hour-ish. Can't believe how long we've been going. Crazy. I thought I was gonna stream for 4 hours today. How come? Oh, it's because the stream went down. That's why. I forgot about that. Okay, we are not gonna go through that doorway. That's the wrong way. I almost used up a step. I didn't mean to. We are gonna try. This is the only door we have. So if we only get dead ends, that's the end of the day. We have no choice. Ah. Well, we are stuck anyway, because I do not have any keys. I haven't got enough coins for a key. And I'd have to go... Let's count how many steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps. Storeroom. No, I think because I've already been in it, it's the next time I draw it, I get the extra, I think. Yeah, it only affects it the next day. So I have to use 8 steps to get back to the commissary, and I use a coin on the way because of the chapel, and I don't think that's enough coins to buy a key. So I think I'm screwed. Should we head back to the den and see if we can do the clock thing before I run out of steps? So I need to go parlor, drawing room, chapel. I'm basically just going through the only door I can for most of these. Back to the den. We might as well. Because I don't have any more keys, so... Watch as the steps go down. Oh, we have to go to the chapel. I mean, I could try and get through this door, but does this take a key as well? Yeah, okay. Okay, at the chapel. I don't know why I'm looking. I've only got one option for most of these rooms. So if I had a shovel, I could dig this up. If I have a sledgehammer, I could open that. But unfortunately, I have neither. Yeah, we're going to the den. Actually... Yeah, it doesn't matter how many steps I get. I can go back to the guest bedroom. Ooh! Wait, does that mean all the rooms that I've been in already have more coins in them? I haven't been paying attention. I should have been checking, because I forgot I distributed more coins. Hello, commissary. Can I play? I have enough for a key! Good. Let's go. So, we do have to use quite a few steps to get back, but I think it would be worth using an extra 2 or maybe more on the way to go to the guest bedroom, so I'm going to do that. And while we're in here... Oh, yeah. We went to do that, but I've got a key now, so... I forgot that's what we went for. You were like, excuse me, where are you going? 5 coins? Hot damn. Bloop. Hello? Why did I not get extra 10? Where did my extra 10 go? What? What? Ah, what's the point of that detour? God damn it. Never mind. Okay. Well, we're gonna run out of steps anyway now. So do I go up and use that key? Yeah, but it's not. It's supposed to be every time you go in it. Maybe it's not for the guest bedroom. I only get it once. No! Alright, we might as well go do the timer thing then. Waste of bloody time. This is going to be really fun. No, this is going to take way too long. I'm not waiting. You lose everything at the end of the day anyway, don't you? Yes, you do. Got 14 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I like a good weight, but that's too much weight for a stream. You're right. It's too heavy for me. We're going courtyard nook. And we're going to double check everywhere for coins, because it distributed, Jesus, more coins. I'm going to lose my last one. Bloink. And it says I've got 5 coins to pick up. Yeah, we're going to go this way. It's pretty cool, isn't it? It's some fun cell shading. Bloop bloop. Wait, I didn't do this one. Hold on. Drawing room. I looked around the drawing room. I couldn't see it. Drawing room is H. Cart and chart. Just check the parlor for any more coins. Okay. Use our last key. Keys for sale. However, that's not useful. I have to have this one because it's the only one with another door. And then I get an extra 5 steps because I've got the sleeping mask. This is where the house is. It's in Reddington. Ooh, a gem. Because there was there's a postcard from Reddington, but also it said on the note about the books, said to go check in Reddington, so I think it's the nearest town. Window? No, pane. Plane. It's an L. First time I've got an L. I've written out all the letters and I cannot see a word it makes. Prince should be picking up that top hat. I agree, I would pick up the top hat. Now, there is a very real chance that, in fact, almost guaranteed that this is going to be locked. It wasn't locked. Okay, but I have to pick that one. It's the only one with an extra door. Okay, Raven, have a good time at the post office. This game's a bit of a slower one. Plan. Ban. L. Another L. I might put it into an anagram worker outer. Oh, hello. Nope, that's not true. That's a false note. Okay, we're almost to the top, so this is definitely going to be locked. But let's just double check I can't do anything else in here. Hello. That's what I'd do if those were real. I'd be like, hello. Yeah. I think we're gonna have to call it a day. I haven't got any more keys. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing I did before. I'm gonna have a quick break. Because I've had a lot of liquid. I need to pee. But I will, while I'm on break, I will type in the chat what all the letters are that we got. So let's just call it a day, see how we did, and we'll leave it on that screen. Quick run back to the den room. Nah. Not worth the wait, I don't think. We reached rank 7. Better. Much better. Okay. So, I'm gonna go on break, and I'll see you guys in like 5 minutes, because I'm not gonna go get food this time. I just need to nip to the loo. So, bye! Day 3. This is the last day we'll do, because it's getting close to the end of stream. So there is music in the game, but it's very sporadic. So for those watching live, I decided to add some background music so we had something to listen to. But I feel like we're getting somewhere, but I don't really understand. Oh, that's the same. That's the same thing. Okay. Is it maybe where it's placed? It's always the same letter, and so I've been writing it down wrong. Ooh. Sorry, I was playing 2 songs at once there. I have an idea. Hold on. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something really boring. I'm gonna, instead of going by the name of the room, I'm gonna go by the like where it is on the map. So, but because I can look back at what I did yesterday, I can mark what each square is letter is supposed to be. If I've got this right. Rather than saying, oh, the den is this letter, I can be like, square number, whatever this would be. So I'm going to go from the bottom, okay? What I should really do is have a grid, but I can't be bothered. Actually, that might be easier if I just end up doing that. So let's just draw a grid. So, I've just spent the last few minutes noting down all the letters that I noted the first day and the second day, and instead of going by what room they were, I went by where they were on the grid, on the blueprint. And we have a word. We actually have a full word. See? 8. But I don't know any of the other words yet. But we have a lot of letters. But I'm glad we've been doing this. Can I have another vowel? Another vowel? Another vowel? Because I'm glad that I could check the house history so I could do all of that, because I only wrote down some of them on the first day, but I didn't get that many. Like, the thumbnail is just the top of your head. That's all you get. Just me down here. But obviously it's going to be harder and harder to get the ones that we need at the top, because we're going to have limited directions to come from. So we're going to, I almost hit call it a day there. We're going to try, I've only got 10 minutes left of stream. Should we try and do one more day? Yeah, we'll do one day more. Yeah, the corners at the bottom. I think you should, yeah, I think you're right. Okay, so we're going to try and get a pathway going left. Ah, perfect. And while we're here, we can check if the clocks are different this time. No, they're the same. They're in the same position. I don't think I can do anything about the clocks. But what we need to do is get... Well, either way, we get the room that we want. I think closet might be the best shout, actually, because we might get a key. Being a bit more reckless with this day, because we've got a plan. Speaking of, that is a flan, and that is sand. So I don't think that's a... That was a flan when I used it before, because it was a flan and a fan. But maybe it's something else? Is it L? L also doesn't make a sense. It does look like a flan, but then... Plain? Flan? That's been sand before. What else could it be? Dunes? The grass plain. But then how does that match with that? Just checking there's nothing I've missed. Desert, dessert. So it's a D. No, it's not a D. What am I talking about? It's an S. Yeah, so the letter that's missing from desert is a D. Which makes that word safe. And the only thing I can think would be another S at the other end. 8 safes. Maybe it's 8. Could be 8 dates. Something. 8 safes. What does that mean, Herbert? Okay. Oh, it could be safer. I didn't think of that. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna try and get a... We really want a door that goes straight across. Yes. Sometimes if I just speak it, it'll work. See, this is what happens when it's on the edge of the map. You get a nice view out the window. Okay. I think storeroom or bedroom would be good. Storeroom would get me some stuff, but bedroom would give me another door up. I need those keys though. Yeah, I've got 2 ways up. Let's go for... Ooh, chat have differing opinions. Bedroom does... Yeah, I could get the storeroom later. Yeah, we're exploring. That's what we're trying to do. Let's go for bedroom. So we get extra steps from in here. And sometimes we get an extra thing or two knocking about. It's this woman. That's another greetings from Reddington postcard. Okay. Oh wait. Why is the whole reason we came in here? Jesus, I didn't even do it. Stag. Tag. Safes. 8 safes. The last 2 words are 8 safes. So what I need to do is I need to try and get to this square specifically, and then these 2. So we're going to try and go straight across. Yes! Ooh, actually. I'm going to take this one. So this room should be a T. Yeah, car and cart. And we know this one already. We know that one. There's no gems. We're just gonna go straight forward. We want to be going to the left in the next room. So we're gonna go straight forward, and then we need these 2 squares uncovered. So if we can get one that turns the corner, that would be perfect. Parlor. Bada bing, bada boom. What we need. Okay. What's the pictures in this room? He and peak. That's K. Ooh. That's a... Okay. Don't know what word that's gonna be. Okay. Let's do our... Hey, we can go outside now. Nice. Let's do our puzzle. I would like to tell the developers that I would like an option to turn the music off or have different sliders for the different audio, because if there's not going to be music in every room, I want my own music. It's a shame you're playing this on Game Pass. This would be perfect for next Wednesday to fill Sherlock's time slot. There might... If I don't continue my Game Pass, which I'm genuinely considering, I could get this on Steam, and I think there's a way to transfer your save file over, so I would be able to continue the same playthrough if I wanted to keep playing it, because it's pretty fun, isn't it? I did have another game to replace Sherlock, but I am enjoying this a lot. So this box is the middle box. That's a lie. The gems are in the middle box. That could be true. This box is the middle box. That's also a lie. So this is the only one telling the truth. So the gems are in here. Boing. Okay, wonderful. So this, I would prefer if we could get a straight across room here. This is actually quite fun doing it this way, because then I'm not just like, oh, do I want to go north? Do I want to get this? Do I want to get that? I'm just like, look at the doors. That's all that matters today. Day 3 is all about getting these letters sorted. That's good. I think I want to go for the chapel rather than the corridor, because that way I've got an up the way as well. And I don't have any coins, so I can't pay any tribute. Sorry. I will steal any gems you have. Yeah, there's no gems. Right. Oh, no! Oh, that was so stupid of me. There's no letter in this room. That was so silly of me. Wait, why are the windows not in order? That's window 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That must be important, right? Must be. Yeah, write down the jobs numbers. Okay, stand here and have a look. Here's number 1. Okay. We think that's a gardener. Gardener, chef, farmer, chimney sweep. Maid. Equestrian. And then we have queen. I'm so mad at myself though. I can't get a letter for this room. I mean, I might be able to guess, depending on what this letter is, because we've already got this one, and this one, so I might be able to make an assumption. But what we need to do is we need to get this to be a straight across one again. Unfortunately, I'm using a lot of the straight across ones, so later on this might not be as easy. So this is, yep, A. I'm gonna go for this so we have another... Do I use the breaker box? Because what I really want is I want something that'll get me there, but none of these options do. So I'm gonna use the whole way. All I really care about is getting across, so I don't want to use the ones. I'm not fussed about using the ones with gems. Also, the courtyard, I can't use anything in the courtyard anyway. Plus, the courtyard doesn't have pictures. So tier and tie. Crack. The word is crack. It's C-R-A something K. It has to be crack. So, the rooms rotate. Do they? Well, that's something I could have learned a while ago. So the words are... I think it's 8 dates, crack 8 safes. I'm pretty sure that's what the words are. But we'll keep going. And how you step into them. Oh, okay. Well, we're going this way. We need something that turns right. No, none of these are what I want. That's annoying. We might as well use the storeroom then. Get some extra keys. What do you mean by the way? Like, I can't rotate them now. Because you mean depending on which door I go through, depends where they go. Because I knew that. But I thought you meant that I could change it so it rotates the other way and I go through the other door. Unless that is what you meant. Oh, sorry. I thought you were telling me. Right. Just telling Joe I'm still streaming. Okay, we're gonna go for storeroom then. Because I'm gonna go back to the chapel. This way at least I can get some stuff. This should be a C. We have a boat? Oh, a crow and row. Right, there we go. Okay, cool. That matches. Right, so now I'm going to have to go use my steps and also use my coin. The only coin I have. This way. Ah, okay. No, you're good. You're good. We're all good. So I want something that goes preferably left. Is this... I don't have this letter, but I think it's an A. But if I only get something that goes right, it's not the end of the world. Wonderful. Ooh. Let's go for, I think security. That's still the same. Okay, so this changes between playthroughs. That's not good. So sorry, not between playthroughs. So every day you have to come back and turn that off. Okay, I've got everything. That's good to know. Okay. Check. This room should be E. Yeah, it's E. Okay. So we need to go up this way. I don't like these. This gets me to where I need to be, actually, so let's go for this one. Or do I want this one? Because then that gives me more options. Going back the way, yeah, I think we should go for this one. Okay. Oh, sorry, 1 second. I need to reply to this. Sorry. BRB is important. Joe's just telling me about his what he's doing tonight, so I had to reply. Okay, so if I get the archives, the squares I need to go to are here, and then up here, and over here. These are the letters I don't have. So the archives gives me the best chance, but I can't see where I'm going when I do the archives, because I can't see what the floor plans are. I'm picking... I think what's going to be is I'm going to be able to see one of them, and then the other two are going to be random. Like, I will be picking at random because I can't see what they are. But I think that might be my best choice. My best option, because it gives me at least one room that I need. Okay, we're in the archives. I think there's actually something over here. Yes, I remember this from the demo. Oh no, I just wanted to find out letters. I don't want to do story stuff today. Okay, it's fine. We'll do it. Miracle wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Maren Marigold adds another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book Swimbird has been chosen as the Herald Literary Illustrated Book of the Year. It's Marigold's second time in this procedure to honor the medal. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort, Unknown. She was no stranger to the public eye even before literary success. The niece and cousin, closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. Is that my mum? Marion Marigold. Yeah, I think that's my mum. Sinclair's niece. Oh, that's a good point. Sinclair would be a very good idea for a password. I'm only one room away. I might as well go back and try that. My son was the one who actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, so as he ran out of books, my imagination had to take over from there. Margot has elaborated in the previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the colour red. There we go. The statement has been held with much skepticism by many pundits that views the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and the unravelling blind loyalty to the throne. Interesting. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were two of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people. Oh no. Although no group has come forth officially to take responsibility for the attack, it's widely believed the authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Black Water. I don't know how much of this I should be writing down. Huffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumours in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that publishing houses defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Swimbird for password. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance himself from the publisher this week. Manning in white at the press function. Seen at the corner, suspicious bag waved down the third major is anticipated charged by the Crown. Manning was the trial begins on expected to last up to grand treason. No trace is discovered of single heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. You're like every S word, but you're fair. So my mum's missing? I mean, I don't know for certain it's my mum, but I'm pretty sure it is. Oh my god. Priceless jewels stolen. How? Is this the last page? Okay. Thieves in the royal capital of Fenris have broken into the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today. Local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum's grounds, dredging for clues. Museum's authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. Intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orenda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to its historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Okay. That was a lot. And I can't go through the door that I want to go through. Can I? I want to go through this door. And I don't have a key card. God damn it, I shouldn't have picked the archives. I didn't even think about that. Can I go up the steps? No. The light's up there. It looks like there should be something up there. Ooh! Hello. Cart. And there should be a chart somewhere then, because I think this room is an H on my little sheet. There it is. Okay. Right. Well, annoyingly, that's scuppered my plans, because all of these doors bar that one take a key card. So we'll come back to that, because I think I'm going to try some passwords. Okay, not Sinclair. Not Swinburne. No. Actually, to be fair, it could be Cinco with a capital S. Let's try that. No. Okay. I don't think it's going to be that easy. It might not even begin with an S. That might have been for something different. You have so many items. You can fill in quite a few. I did a test. Okay, let's try. $12. Oh, we have a guest. Hi, should I mute? You've got your meeting right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's going well. Love you.
Love you. Bye. Noted. That's a good point, actually. I should actually write that down. Right. Hello, guest. Thanks for visiting. Very brief. Right. I can go through this door. What I need to do is I need to go left from here. I think it might. No, because courtyard doesn't. Oh no, I don't need the actual letter for this because I have the letter for the room above. It's the letter to the left I don't have. So we could go for courtyard. Even though it's not going to be. Oh, god damn it! That's really annoying. That's the way I need to go. If we get the utility room, or like the breaker room even. Oh my god, another locked door. That's what I need. I think if I can turn off the power, then that should unlock the door. Also, this is... I got a picture about this, but I don't know what I'm doing with these though. But if I have the password, I could probably read the emails, because it says more details are sent to the email. I can do all of this, but I don't know what any of these do. I don't know what any of that does. I hope that's a good thing to do. But hopefully... Yeah. I've already got the letter for this room. Hopefully that means I can now go in. Okay. No. I need to get through to the other side. Yeah, so the other door in the archives I can also go through. The one that I don't have, but I'm pretty sure is a T. So... do I do the pantry? I think I should do the pantry. Because I need to get to this square, obviously, but I also need to get to this square, and this square, and this square. I'm gonna go for... oh, pantry's the other way. No, that's not what I want. I think it's probably the best choice, though, so... Alright, before we go any further... what do we want? We want... I think a straightforward room? How high up are we? 1, 2, 3, 4... No, we want the other way. That's the way we want to go. I'm pretty sure this room is a T. But whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. As long as we can get the letter. And a key. Handy. Let's see if I'm right. Tag. Tent. Camp. Here you go. You're actually, I actually should have ended the stream by now. But I'm in the middle of a day, so I've had to keep going. What is this other than tent? I should have been. You're lucky. But you've missed a lot of what's going on. Site? Like campsite? And what's the other one? Wait! I've got it. It is tent. Tent. 10. I was right. It is a T. I knew it was a T. So. This. I'm pretty sure I know what the phrase is. It's got a 10 on it. So I think. Something. 8 dates crack 8 safes. Because there's nothing else that letter could be. I'll show you what I'm doing. Sorry, that was a very sudden zoom. Jump scare. See what I mean? Like, That's unlikely to be. It could be sight or night, but I think it's, or right even. So it could be right dates, but I think it's 8 dates, crack 8 safes. But I don't know what this is. I don't know what these are yet. So, I don't want to go down there, because right now we're focusing on using our steps to get as far as we can. So, I'm going to go back to the pantry. Is it the pantry I need to go to? Yeah, I need the letter from the pantry. I do, okay. I've not got many steps left. So this might be a fairly short day. Okay. Oh, thank you. Positive affirmation. Let's quickly do one of them. Moon. Paint. Is that paint and plaid, maybe? That's not how you spell. Okay. Well, let me look at the thing first. Hold on. Positive affirmation. Jump scare. Today, I am a leader. That's one on my list that I've never read out before. Okay. Planet. Plane. It's a T. I think it's gates. Yeah. I think the word is gates. I really need to go here, but I don't think there's another word that's G something T-E-S. Goats? How you spell that? No, I think it has to be gates. So what we really want to do is I need to get to here now. So I want something that turns left.
Another puzzle solved.
IQ hoodlum. I want something that turns left. From here. I'm gonna have to just risk it, because I don't know. I'm not gonna get it from the other two. Damn it. Turns right. And that's A. Yep, which we already had. Well, I really need a shovel, to be honest. I don't even know what the running shoes do. Chance, take a chance, take a chance. I could have just done a corridor and gone straight up, because I don't have this letter. That's annoying. Okay, there's no coins in here or anything. I have 4 coins. I can buy a magnifying glass. I don't even know what that does. Okay, we're just gonna have to keep going. For God's sake. Okay, the only thing I could do is go to the archives and go the other way. Try and go around. But I would have to get the perfect set of rooms to do that. Let's go back through the corridor. I mean the courtyard, even. I know I'm using steps. It's annoying me too. Nah, we're scuppered. There's no way to get to the place I want to go to. Running shoes sometimes negate steps taken. Oh, that's quite cool. But I don't have enough money for them anyway. Well, we're just gonna risk it. There's no gem cost of this one, so. Going the wrong way. Ooh, a boudoir. Anything here? Safe was a Christmas present? I don't know if this is important. Kind of thing I feel like I should be able to pick up, but hey-oh. I'm just gonna take a picture instead. What room are we in? Yeah, I already have the letter for this one. Taylor said, quote, "Ain't that a hoe?" Hello. Hole in the boat. It's another safe. 8 dates, crack 8 safes. Is there something in the picture? Heavy gift, you're not wrong. We need a date. Christmas? What year would it be? Maybe the year's not important. Let's do Christmas. Ugh, I didn't write down the dates for the news article. I'm doing the British way first. Oh my god, it worked! Four. Okay. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. It's no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifices she did. But for the love of God, do not by that same display of weakness clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid, and must be made to see the colour of the flag she flew, as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. It is if through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son Simon, that's me, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. Daniel. Well. Okay. I was upset with the room that we got, but now I'm not. Ooh, look, I have a letter. This wasn't here before. It was a trinket's next letter. That is, I think that was just holding the gem. It's like a little stand for the gem. So I've already got the gem. Okay. So I started day 3 just wanting to try and get the letters I was missing, and I found more story than I did on all the other days. So the answer to how to get through this game is to just pick them. I don't know if it's at random, but not in a way that tries to get you north necessarily. Well, we might as well go through here. Rumpus room. No, I was gonna say I need one that turns me that way, but I think I'm stuck now. I'm just gonna have to take whatever I get. This is a dead end. God damn it. And I have so many keys as well. Already got the letter for this one, don't I? Yeah, this should be a T. There should be a stage, a picture of a stage somewhere. Maybe it's that picture? I don't know why it would hide. Oh, there it is. Stage. Perfect. Right, well, I don't think we have another... We have in the commissary. I might as well go that way. Because I've got nothing else to do. And I'm not going back to the den. I'm not standing waiting. I could do that off stream, but I'm not going to do that while I'm live. Security and commissary. Commissary is further north, so that's where we want to go. God, look at the steps. Ugh. Right. This is the A. Yes, so I've got both of these letters, but I don't have anything on this road because we haven't been up here yet. So what I need to try and do is go get one that goes left, and I have a key I knew it would be locked because we're so high up. Ooh. Ooh! No, I don't have anything fancy on me today, so that's not worth it. I'm gonna do this one. Okay. And we want to go here. Yeah. I think this is our best bet because we're running out of steps. Rumpus Rum! Oh god, I hate these in real life. They really scare me. Ooh.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin.
Oh no.
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
I've seen Ride the Cyclone. I don't want to talk to you, mate.
The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Rightio. Okay. Well. Sure thing, buddy. I'm gonna look for my coins, and then I don't know if we should maybe end it there because that was very dramatic. Here we go. Crown and crow, so that's an end. We'll say new stuff every day. Yeah, that's what it seems to be. Ah, there's my coins. For that money. Okay, I'm getting out of here. He's freaking me out. We get something that turns to the left. Then we get to the antechamber. And that'll be a way to end it, won't it? Damn it. Well, I don't have any gems. So I don't have any items either. I guess I'm just gonna leave it. Yeah, because I won't be able to take anything with me. So, well, let's just go into coat check anyway. Why not? See, no items. Sad. We can also get more letters in here. Fire. Oh wait, grain. Flame. Fire. Match. Wheat. I'm trying to figure out how these words are related. So far that's been grain when I've seen it before. wheat and heat, so W. That makes sense. Wheat and heat. Well, on that bombshell, I'm going to end the YouTube video. But before I do, how do you feel about the game, chat? Do you think we should play this again? I'll show you the layers. Oh god, jump scare. My face is so red. Sorry. These are the letters we've got. I think that top word might be crown. So I think it could be maybe crown prince something gates 8 dates crack 8 safes. Unless it rhymes all the way down. Please, I'll be able to continue another stream. Fantastic. Well, regardless of what we do, hopefully we'll play another one. So if this is going to have a second part, I hope you will stick around and watch that too, if you're watching later on YouTube. Like, subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like me to continue it, because I've been enjoying it. I'm going to wrap up this day so you can see the stats for the day. And then we will finish this video. So yeah, hope you like and subscribe, leave a comment, check out my other playthroughs of other things, and mid-sized villa. Is there going to be another place to go to? Is that why it's telling me Mount Holly every time? No items that entire playthrough. We took 41 steps. Yeah, okay. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.